Okay, so for this video I am going to show you how to insert a text box. So what we've got here is your blank piece of paper, that's A3 size. So to insert a text box you need to go to Insert. Now you go to Shapes. So just click down on Shapes. So if you have a look here, there's a little box with A. That is the same button as this box, this thing here. So if you click on it, what it does is it gives you this arrow. Now click down on your mouse and just move out to make the size text box that you want to. It's really not the end of the day if you click the wrong size, because you can still move it afterwards if you want to. You can still change it around. So that's your simple text box, okay? That's when you write whatever you want, okay? Now, what you're typing in here, you effectively treat this as one Word document in itself. So I have copied something from earlier, so I'm just going to paste it so you can see what I'm talking about. Now let's make this text fit the box a bit better, so we'll do that. I'm going to zoom in so you can actually see what I'm doing a bit easier. Okay, so I'm going to highlight it, and now I'm going to play around with the text. So go back to your home, and like you would with any other Word document, you just change the writing how you want to. So I'm going to change the writing to 16. Okay, if you notice it's cut off some of it, so what you do is just drag it and make it bigger so you can see all the text. Highlight it again. Now I'm going to change the font. Okay, so I've changed the font, so just like you normally would, font and change. And you can play around as well with the colours, like you normally would. You might want to make it bold or unbold. Okay, so that's basically your text. Okay, now you can go ahead and change this text box even more. So you can decide what colour you want the background to be. You can also decide what border it has. So if you have a look, it's got quite a narrow border at the moment, and it's white in the background. Now, once you've done your text, click on it and just hit Format up here, up the top. Click on it, and this here, all these buttons relate to this one box in itself. So if you had a couple of boxes going on your page, then just make sure you click the right box before you go Format. Okay, so there are already some options that you can select. If you just have a look, just click this arrow here and options will come up that are already made up basically. So you can just select one of those if you want to, or you can make your own. So let's go into Fill. So Shape Fill, that will be your background. So let's click blue. Okay, now you've got your border. If you want to change your border, you go into Shape Outline. So click Shape Outline. So you've got the option of no outline, or you might want to have a dark blue outline, and you also can change the thickness, okay, or you can make them dashes. So let's go into weight to change the thickness of it, okay, and I've made it quite thick. And there you have it. That is how you insert a text box. Now, there's other fancy things you can do with this. If you go back to Formulate, you can also change the shape effects. Okay, so you can soften the edges if you like. So if you have a look now, it's soft around the edges. Go back, click on the box again, go back to format, and yeah, So anything along here affects this text box. You can also change the direction of the text if you want to do that. If you were to do that, then you would just play around with the size of the box again to make sure all the text is in there. But let's just make it normal, horizontal. Okay. Now the good thing about doing your portfolio like this is, if I just zoom back out again so you can just see the whole piece of paper, you can play around. So once you know everything that you want to include on that piece of paper, just play around with it. So write it all up, insert all your text boxes with the writing that you want to include, and just have fun playing around with it. Now something else that you need to know, and I need 2 boxes to show you, so we're going to insert another box. Okay, so again you go insert, I'm going to go to shape, because this time I'm going to show you how to do something else as well. So let's insert a shape this time. Again, just click on your mouse, left click, and just drag out your cursor to however big you want that next shape to be, or the next text box. And in the shapes you can also write in that. So if I just insert the same text as before, there you go, you can change it around as well. So let's just zoom in so you can see that within that cloud we've also got writing, and I'm just going to change the size of that writing to make it a bit clearer. Oh, hopefully you can't hear my dog snoring. Okay, now I'm going to zoom back out. Okay, so you just have a look. You can then play around again with where you want it to be. So in this case, let's just say that we want this box to be on top, because once you start playing around with shapes, you've then got to decide which order you want it in. So do you want that square box to be at the back with the cloud overlapping, or do you want that box to overlap the cloud? So let's put the cloud just up here. Okay, now I want this box to go above the cloud. So if you want to do that, then you need to go to format again, and this is where you change that. So you either bring it forward or you can bring it backwards. Okay, so there you have it, and then you can move it around and overlap and play around with it that way. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Any questions, just give me a call.